and welcome to Creatively Rich. I am your host, Ann Tipton. And today I just wanted to give you some tips on how I do my grocery shopping. You know, it seems like it doesn't matter how busy we are as entrepreneurs, there are still people in our life that feel that they need to be fed. How weird. So in order to make that process as efficient as possible and as easy and painless as possible, I've developed this system, including a tool that's free for you to use, that helps make this whole thing a little bit less of a pain in the butt. So my goal today is to get our entire week's menu planned in less than 15 minutes and all the grocery shopping done. So I use a service called ClickList by Kroger, which is a big brand here where I live. I know there are similar things for, depending on what part of the country you're in. There's Peapod, there's Instacart, there's all kinds of ways that you can do this. But this is my preferred method. I use ClickList instead of a bunch of the other services because I feel like I can get better deals because I actually get to use the sale ads. So with Instant Cart, you just kind of pay whatever price they decide is right, regardless of the sale ads. So for me, the sale ad process actually kind of helps curate my menu. So it's one less thing that I have to think about. So here we go. We're going to get started, and I'm going to show you my process for menu planning and grocery shopping in 15 minutes or less. So I've got a couple of different windows open here. The very first that I want to take a look at is the sale ad, because that's where I start my menu planning. So how I'm going to start here is to go ahead and pick out proteins first. So generally for me, the way I was raised is that a full meal is a protein, a starch, and a vegetable. So I try and include that in every meal that I make one way or another. So I'm going to go through, start by picking a protein. Once we have the protein picked, then we will move on to picking a flavor profile, which I've developed a really fun tool to make that easy and painless. And then we'll kind of fill in the gaps with the starch and the vegetable after that. So I'm going to go through here and see that they've got some sirloin steaks on sale. Chuck roast is buy one, get one free. That sounds great. So I'm going to go over here to my ClickList app, and we're going to type in chuck roast. And since they're buy one, get one free, I want to get my free one there. Tenderloin, that might be a good choice. Okay, we'll get some chicken, this natural chicken breast. And it's the simple truth. Boneless, skinless chicken. There we go. Ground beef, we can do something with that. It was 80%. Yep, so that should be. The sale items don't always show up in your cart, which is a little strange, but it's there. And just always check your receipt when you go to checkout. Okay, here we go. Okay, we'll do a pork shoulder. If you have an Instant Pot, putting a pork shoulder in the Instant Pot is like the greatest. Oh my gosh, it comes out so tender and so delicious every single time. So good. Okay, and then we'll just do some chicken thighs. Because who doesn't love a chicken thigh? Okay, now I went ahead and opened a Google Sheet. You can totally do this with pen and paper if that's easier for you. I know some people don't love, you know, the whole sheet thing. I understand how it can be a bit confusing, but whatever works best for you. What brand was this? Heritage Farm. Heritage Farm. Okay. So for me, a week of meals is 5, just because I don't, there are always leftovers when I cook anyways. And we usually end up eating out once or twice. So we have pork shoulder, we have ground beef, we got chicken breasts, and then we have chuck roast. Okay, so now we want to pick a flavor profile for each of these. So we're going to go ahead and use a tool that I developed. I have done this in the past with note cards, and that works great too. But this is even easier because it's on YouTube. So this is a menu planner I developed. Basically, all you're going to do is push the start button and then push pause really quickly, and it'll help you pick a flavor profile. So we're just going to go ahead and say start, and then we end up on Thai. So let's say we want to make one of these dishes kind of a Thai flavor, which I think we can do like a pad Thai chicken breast. That sounds really good. So that means we'll just need to get some rice noodles and some bean sprouts, and some other things that are kind of along the Thai flavor profile. So we'll do kind of a pad Thai there. That's cool. All right, let's try for the next one. Ooh, Mediterranean, that's one of my favorites. Let's go ahead and do a Mediterranean chicken thigh. I can't spell, so we're just gonna skip. So maybe we'll do, we'll take some of the suggestions here. So maybe some capers and some dill and garlic and olive oil. Maybe just sear the chicken in the pan with a little bit of that stuff, and then maybe a squeeze of lime or lemon over the top would be delicious. So we'll do some kind of like lemon chicken Mediterranean dish there, and then maybe a salad, just keep things light. So that'll be delicious. All right, let's do it again. Oh, we got Mediterranean again. Apparently I really like Mediterranean. Okay, German. Ooh, the pork shoulder. We can do a German style pork shoulder. So maybe with some sauerkraut, and potatoes. This will be rice, lemon, salad. This will be noodles and veggies. So we'll just get like some carrots and stuff and throw those in a pad thai, make that really easy. Southern, let's see what we got over here. Ground beef and chuck roast. That doesn't really work for either of those. Okay, let's do a Latin American roast. So maybe we'll do like a kind of a mole style, like a chocolatey. I've got a rub that I use. It's a mole rub. We'll do a mole style chuck roast. And I think rice is a good, you know what? Well, since it's a chuck roast, we'll just do it on tortillas. Kind of pull and do like a pulled beef sort of thing. It'll be yummy. And I'll get some of that pre-shredded slaw, and we can put that on the tacos, make like a Latin American kind of tacos. So pre-made slaw, that's like the easiest cheater vegetable in the history of the planet. I love those pre-shredded stuff so much. Okay, and then ground beef. Let's see if we come up with anything here. No, we're not gonna have French ground beef. Mediterranean. Italian, of course. Let's do some spaghetti. We'll just do, you know, so we'll do spaghetti. We'll get some noodles. We'll do a side salad. And then we'll just do, ground the beef and then add some pasta sauce. Excellent. So the menu planning is done. Now we just need to finish up our grocery shopping. So for these chicken thighs, let's grab a lemon. Yeah, we'll just do 1 lemon. We don't need any more than that. I have rice in the pantry, so that's not something I'm going to worry about. But let's get some capers. Ooh, look, there's a coupon. $1 off. Woohoo! Grab some of those for sure. So yeah, we've got lemon and capers and rice. And let's go ahead and see. Let's just look at the produce section and see if there's anything on sale that makes sense for kind of what we're doing. We could also go through the sale ad a little bit and see. One of the nice things about ClickList is they remember kind of what you've purchased in the past, which is super handy because obviously if I like kale, I'm probably going to buy kale again. So, okay, so I know we'll do some shredded carrots for the pad thai. We'll do some potatoes to go with the German dish. We'll do some hearts of romaine to do with our salad for the Mediterranean chicken. Green onions, because I just love green onions. Let's see what else we got. Carrots and ground beef. Got the pasta. Sauerkraut, we'll get that. Okay, here's this coleslaw mix that I said I love. We'll use that on our tacos. Oh, and look, a Mediterranean salad. We'll get that to go to the Mediterranean, and then we'll use the hearts of romaine when we do the spaghetti night. That'll be good. Cool. So now we need some sauerkraut. There you are. I can't spell, which is often a problem. Okay, cool. So we'll get some sauerkraut. It's on sale. Yum. So I think we have everything we need for the chicken thigh dinner. I think we've got everything. We've got kraut and we've got potatoes and our pork shoulder. That'll be delicious. So we'll need some pasta and some pasta sauce. We'll see if there's anything else we want to add to the pad thai. I might have to Google a little and see if there's anything, what vegetables traditionally go in pad thai, because that's not something I make every day. And then we've got we'll need some tortillas. So let's get some pasta sauce and some noodles. Oh, now spaghetti squash. I didn't even think about that, but we could have done the ground beef over spaghetti squash, which would be delicious. Let's get some of the gluten-free spaghetti, because I am gluten-free. And then we'll do red sauce. We'll see what they've got on sale. I love this Classico stuff. It's the best. The traditional sweet basil. Yum, yum. Good stuff. So we'll grab that. So we've got spaghetti and we've got sauce. Well, I'm thinking about it. I think there's like a pad thai seasoning mix. If I'm not mistaken, there's like a kit. at my grocery sales. So here are the noodles. Okay, so we'll just get some of this pad thai sauce. And we'll do some stir-fry noodles. Now, full disclosure, the pad thai sauce probably does have a little bit of soy in it, which has gluten. I'm not that sensitive. I'm sure that if you are that sensitive, you know that already. So just do what works for you. The great thing about shopping this way is that it really helps reduce the cost of grocery shopping. I mean, we're going to get out of here. We'll have checked out for a pretty reasonable price to feed our family. So we're at $91, which really to feed a family for a week, I don't think you can do a whole lot better than that. And that'll make plenty of leftovers. And also keep in mind that it's a buy one, get one free chuck roast. So I'll throw that in the freezer and we'll have that for next week or whatever. Pad thai recipe. We'll just see what else looks good. Noodles, chicken. Try this all. Ooh, New York Times recipes. New York Times always has good recipes. Always has really good ones. So we'll just see what else makes sense here. Oh, we'll have some peanuts for sure, which I've got in the pantry, so we don't need to add that. Okay. Scallions. Oh, cabbage. Okay. Bean sprouts. Okay. So what we'll do is I'll just go ahead and add another bag of the shredded slaw. So we'll go ahead and remove this one. And since the shredded cabbage already has carrots in there, we'll just use that for the stir fry. And then I'll grab a lime and some bean sprouts, and we'll call that dinner. Okay, a large lime is 50 cents and a small lime is 67 cents. I guess I'll take the large one. Thanks, guys. What did I? Oh, bean sprouts. Okay, so we'll do some bean sprouts. And there you have it, guys. We did an entire week's worth of menu planning, grocery shopping, and then I'll just pick a time to go pick this up. I could also have it delivered if I were so inclined, but I don't really mind picking it up. So I'll pay $5 to have that convenience, which is totally worth it. Totally worth it. And so we'll have a delicious, healthy menu planned for the week, and that's it. So I hope you find this helpful. If you've got any additional tips you'd like to share, I would love to hear about them. Please leave them in the comments. I love to read every single comment. And yeah, if you haven't already subscribed for our newsletter, go ahead and do that. You can head over to creativelyrich.com and go ahead and opt in. I've got a great free book that you'll get just for signing up. Thanks so much for watching.